Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for another edition of Youth Baseball Midwest. It's been a fun month. January, it's been really good. We've had a lot of fun with our guests, and we've had some great guests. And I want to just remind everybody, if you're enjoying what we're doing here, please, we appreciate the support. We appreciate everybody who's tuning in, watching, the comments. Thank you. Just thank you. Please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the dinger, get the notifications for every show that we've got right now on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got some great stuff coming up. We'll get into that here in just a minute. But also, we just lit up our Instagram account for Youth Baseball Midwest. We're going to be following players, following clubs, following kids. So, for our social shout outs, that's going to be a big part of it on Instagram. So if you're following, if you want to follow Youth Baseball Midwest on Instagram, please do so. If you got some pics and things as far as players are concerned, that's where we want to go with our social shout outs. So follow us on Instagram at Youth Baseball Midwest, and we will follow you back. Promise. All right, guys. We've had so far a good time talking with our GAC coaches. I want to thank Coach Eric Goff from Fort Zumwalt West, Coach Tony Perkins from Francis Howell, and our latest guest, Coach Russ Hill from Fort Zumwalt East. We've had a really good time talking with all these coaches. Great information. Looking at the upcoming season, we have two more GAC coaches coming on the show. We'll have Nuru Allen from St. Charles West High School coming on, and we're going to have Nick Clemens from Liberty Wentzville. So we got two more GAC coaches, previews of their programs, talking about players and whatnot. You don't want to miss it. That's why you need to subscribe and hit that dinger, just in case. Matt and I have already done on our YBM cast with Matt and Brian, talking about 13U and 14U. We talked about some teams. Some people agreed and disagreed. We understand. But hey, we're getting closer to those top 10s. And if you want to weigh in on the conversation, go to our Instagram. Put up, who you think. Give us a top 10 list of 13 and 14U teams that you believe are there. We'd love to see it. Weigh in on the conversation. Hey, comment on the post right here as you're watching the show. Give us your top 10. We'd love to hear that. We're talking to some folks over in Kansas City. We're going to talk here in a moment. We just saw couple really good teams and groups down in Springfield. Justin and I were down there. You can see Justin back there, my crack engineer. How you doing there, Justin?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
Fabulous. 13U, 14U rankings. It's going to get controversial, you think?
Rankings always do, no matter what the situation is, whether you're right on the money or not. There's always going to be someone that disagrees with you. So,
and that's true. That's true. Remember, too, we're looking only at AAA and major teams. It's too difficult when you into the AA divisions. There's a lot of good AA teams. That's why we separated that. So, we'd love to hear from you. We really would. So that still is coming up. We're going to be talking about those things through the month of February as we continue to look at youth baseball in the Midwest. Also, we're going to have the privilege of being out at the PBR event, right? At the Sports Barn. The Sports Barn is hosting the Prep Baseball Report here in Missouri. Their event over there on February 6th. We're going to be there. We're going to be interviewing some of the players, talking. We'll probably throw in a couple of live shots from the event there, February 6th. So, and we'll bring that to the show. We'll bring those interviews and whatnot. February 9th, Tuesday, February 9th, YBM cast. will be our first peek at some of these interviews with these players at this PBR event. So you don't want to miss that. Check that out. That'll be a good one. So we're looking forward to that. Thanks to Kevin Mulder. Thanks to Chris Craddock over at the Sports Barn for allowing us to bring the cameras into that event. We appreciate you guys. Big shout out. We also got our winter workout tour coming up, don't we?
Yes, we do. Coming up in March, we're finishing up kind of all of our shooting. Just was down in Springfield, went to the Marucci Midwest Club, saw the Midwest Mavs, both great organizations. One's been around a lot longer than the other, but both were great experiences.
Yeah, very good. Really enjoyed talking with Lance and Kettering and John Gibbons. We were able to see a pretty good practice. Andy Sutton, the 12U, they got a 12U major team, really good great group of kids. Got to see that, and then oh geez, it just went blank. Randy Merriman, there it is, right? Alex and Ray Kelly. Big shout out to you guys. Appreciate that. Brandon Mosley. Had a good time down there. That facility Marucci has pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, brand spanking new pretty much. Got a whole clubhouse in the front, all that kind of stuff. I think they said 12 lanes.
Yeah.
That they can use to rotate and do. I mean, you'll see it on the video, so make sure you're watching that. Coming out in March. That'll be our third episode coming out, so make sure you tune into that.
And I liked, the Midwest Mavs. They have their philosophy and they stick to it. And I love the way they stay to their guns. They're a good solid. They know who they are. They're a good solid organization. And like I said, they understand and know who they are. They have a plan and they execute that plan. And great facility there. It's smaller, of course, but they have a great facility. Really enjoyed that conversation down there with those guys. And then we've also St. Jen River Dogs. Great folks down there at St. Jen. They're going to be on that on the show and talking with Craig Drury down there. Really good group of guys. Enjoyed that. They're in a smaller area, but understanding they have a focus and understanding of what they're doing. So we're looking forward to bringing you those. We got one more to shoot. We're going to be with Recruits Baseball Club, and we've got one more to do, and this is the final leg of our tour. So we're looking forward to bringing it to you.
Yeah, and I think it'll give some perspective, obviously outside of St. Louis, which all the clubs we did last year were in the St. Louis area. Now we've gone up to, or we haven't gone up at all, but we went down to St. Jen, went down to Springfield. We're going to do the Recruits, which are in the, I believe, Chesterfield area.
Yeah.
So we'll still have one St. Louis team, but I think it'll give some different perspective, because we have, I don't know how many clubs in the St. Louis area alone, a large amount, a large amount of clubs.
Yeah.
And then, you go down to Springfield, and I mean, we saw the Midwest Mavs, and the Marucci basically took three of the other three big clubs that were in the Springfield area, merged them. So now, I mean, we basically saw the two big clubs in that area, right?
Yeah.
And then, we go down to St. Jen, and that is a completely different world than St. Louis. We talked to them about that, which I thought is a really cool and interesting perspective, especially when we were interviewing them down there. So I think it'll be really cool to get the different perspectives of the tour.
Absolutely, Justin. Absolutely. So St. Jen River Dogs, Midwest Mavs, Marucci Midwest, Recruits Baseball. It's going to be a good winter workout tour. That's coming in March, guys. Look for the dates. We'll be getting those out here real soon, okay? We've got also coming up, we're starting our player spotlights, and we're going to be spotlighting players around the area from 14U on up. We reached out, Dave Hartman, St. Louis Dynamite. We're going to be getting Riker Benz and Gavin Richards coming on the show. Two very elite players in our area, and we're looking forward to talking to them. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good February, March, leading into the baseball season, and we got some great stuff coming up there. We're going to be out with our partners at Always Game 7 Baseball. We're going to be at the park doing some stuff. We're still working on what we're going to be doing out there and working with Game 7 as always. We love working with those guys, Dave Penning, Dave Schmidt. Look, if you are looking for a great tournament, St. Louis area, Branson, they got some stuff at Ballparks of America. They're over in Illinois, St. Louis metro area. Then also, traveling over to Nashville area, Tennessee. Jody Witt does a great job there. So you're covering a lot of bases, and I think they may still have some stuff coming up, in Kentucky. It just, they'll tell us. I mean, everybody's working through the COVID stuff still, so we'll see what happens. But we're looking forward to it. They've already, got the who's coming. Their tournaments are filling up. They've got a great series with their turf series. I think that's over in Illinois this year with in Edwardsville on those turf fields. Then you've got the Elite Invitational. Sauer with the Missouri Gators always puts on a good one there. And I think they got a 14U Elite Invitational coming up as well. So a lot of good stuff. They got some high school stuff this year. They got the MLB Junior Home Run Derby. We're looking to have Dave and Dave on the show here not too much longer, get a preview of the season and talk a little bit more to them. And we'll be revealing some stuff and what we're going to be doing through the season. So I'm looking forward to it, Justin.
Yeah, so am I. I think it's going to be a good time, a lot of good information, a lot of good content. So make sure to be staying tuned.
Exactly. So, hey, folks, we've got a new blog coming up here real soon from another contributor, Brandon Mosley, pro coach, ex-pro scout. He's working down there with Marucci Midwest. He's going to be throwing up a blog to us this year talking about, some stuff that's near and dear to him. We're going to get him on the show as well. It's going to be really fun. And we're going to be talking about dad coaches and all kinds of stuff coming up on Youth Baseball Midwest. So please stick around, hit that subscribe button, hit the dinger. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited about the upcoming 2021 season. All you pitchers, remember, keep throwing strikes. You hitters, Justin?
Hit them where they ain't.
That's right. That is the old saying. Everybody have a great day in the Lord, and we will see you next time.